Today is a much better day. Like, I was talking to last night because I got a case of the SADS. I was feeling good all day. And then by the end of the night, I was feeling really sad. And I realized that what was making me sad was watching videos of other women who had breast cancer discussing their treatment and their treatment plan, I should say, in detail, in extreme detail. So talking about their experience with chemotherapy, their experience with radiation and drugs and mastectomy and shit like that. And told me, he's like, you are treating your condition as if you know that you're going to have to do these things and you don't know anything outside of you seeing the surgeon on the 28th. I'm like, damn, that's true. And he let me know how it affects him when I do that, because it makes him feel like I'm not giving him all the information, or I'm just thinking the worst and being in that mode. And yeah, it's not a hopeful place to be, assuming that I'm going to need to be on chemotherapy and lose all my hair and lose my eyebrows and my eyelashes, or that I'm going to have to get my breast cut off to get rid of a tumor. I don't know. I won't know shit until I see the surgeon. So until then, I'm just riding on the information that I do know. And what I do know is I do have a tumor. I have an MRI report that's very detailed. It has a lot of terms that I haven't had a chance to comb through and understand. So they gave me a website that I can use to basically break down what all the things in the MRI report say so I can understand it. So I plan on going through that before my appointment on next Monday. So I'm feeling more hopeful because aside from the diagnosis, and I do have pain in my right breast, I should mention that. But aside from the diagnosis, nothing has really changed with me. Like, yo, the fact that I'm sick and I look this good. Man, I don't have shit to complain about. I really don't. Like, I am healthy. I have great doctors. I eat well. I drink water. There are things I could do better, but I already am on a plant-based diet. I don't eat meat. I don't eat dairy, so I've been making life changes that have improved my body and feel like they're reversing the aging process, real talk. So I'm going to continue on that path and educating myself about food and nutrition and just like the things that I could do within my control, like stress management, getting adequate rest, talking with and spending time with my family, because that helps me, just doing research that's based on the facts of my situation and not the fears also. Because the fears are the treatment. The fears are the extreme cases. And my case is not extreme. And I'm treating it as such, and that's not helping me. So I am feeling very grateful today. I'm feeling very hopeful. I'm not feeling sad about the cancer. I recognize that it's just this moment. I might be crying in 4 hours, but right now, Farah feels good. And I'm going to hold on to that feeling. I'm going to appreciate that feeling, that I feel great, and just go on about the day and treat it as if it's going to be a great day, because you know what? It is. Yeah, it is. I'm so proud of myself for all the lessons that I've been able to learn and apply up until this point in life, because those lessons come in handy. They really do. Like last year, God's focus on me was perfectionism. Perfectionism kicked my ass for a long time. But what has helped is not being perfect and things not going perfectly as planned and everything being okay, and still being rewarded for the efforts that I did do and the things that did come through. Like, everything does not have to be perfect. And I can finally say that and believe it. And that in itself is a miracle for someone who's been a perfectionist since I was a little girl, who was essentially raised to be a perfectionist. And for other circumstances or reasons, like, being the only black kid or one of the only black kids in gifted and talented programs, for example, that caused me to always feel like I had something to work on, or like something was wrong with me that I had to fix to be able to keep up with other people. And now knowing that there's nothing wrong with me, that it's just that my standards that I was setting for myself are higher than they need to be and higher than the ones I even have for the people around me. So lowering the bar for myself is not flopping. It's allowing space for my humanity. And it's not fair for everyone else to get to be human and I'm just a perfectionist robot. I'm not doing that. I'm not being the superhero anymore. I remember when I was graduating from my theater program and we had superlatives for like our final banquet for the theater department at UMD. And the superlative I got was most likely to be a superhero. And my heart sank because superheroes tend to not be human, you know? And if the people around me, my peers, can't see my humanity, they only see my successes and see the positive attributes in me, but don't recognize the flaws, there's no room for the flaws. At least that's how I interpreted it. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to be a strong Black woman, you know? And I'm letting go of the pressure. Like, I'm still strong. I'm not letting go of my strength, but I'm letting go of the pressure of feeling like I have to be strong for everybody at all the time. I'm letting go of the pressure of feeling like I have to be strong for everyone all the time. Or even that I have to be strong for myself all the time. If I don't allow myself to be soft and weak with me, then like, what am I doing out here? You know, like how much stress am I putting myself through trying to be strong or trying to be the superhero? So I ain't no damn superhero. I know that my classmates meant well, and how I was living my life, I see why they said that, because I was trying to do everything perfect all the time. I was crushing it, but I was also adding a lot of stress to my body and yeah, just not living in a way that was whole. And now I'm so grateful to be living a whole life that allows space for my humanity. So yeah, take care, y'all.